All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube platform. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do make sure to consider to smash the like button, share, and definitely subscribe. And if you're a member of the channel, bless up to you, lovely people. And how to become a member, please do click the join button. So as you saw by the title, Panama toppled the mighty United States. Canada got striked by the striker that Mexico found, or you guys stated that he was old. All right, so he's backed, and then we are going to do our preview, in which we're going to look at Jamaica versus St. Vincent, Suriname versus Martinique, I think, yeah, and then we have Trinidad and Tobago versus Cuba. So a lot of things we are doing. So post matches and pre-matches. All right, Nations League post matches and Gold Cup prelims previews. Okay, so that's how this video is going to be structured. So let me bless up people from early in the building. Princewood, Trinidad in the building. Massive respect. Ush Puppy and Crispy Jamaica in the building so far. So anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section under all of the titles. So we're going to start with the biggest place to start, which is Panama versus United States. United States, Panama keep switching that W, which is impressive. So anyways, let me scroll over to the detailing screen so we can start to have that lovely conversation. So as you saw here, the finals will be Panama versus Mexico. It was just last couple of years ago. Panama and Mexico made the actual Gold Cup. So now they are in the Nations League. Because back then you always had the story to say that, oh, it's the Gold Cup. United States don't use their main team, so hence why Panama can beat them. Well, Panama have beaten United States twice now. They've beaten them in the Copa with their good squad, and also beating them last night with their good squad as well. All right, so at this point we need to start give Panama some credit based on the way they do stay consistent. One of the only games I've seen Panama really dropped off a little. We're going to discuss that. But aside from that, Panama have always been consistent. All right. Prince, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Lansley in the house. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here as well. Aguilar says, I cannot believe that JD USA, my first country, disappointed me. But Mexico, Raul Giminez, my goodness, he has something. Aguilar, that's why you guys have to love this channel. When I told you guys that Mexico have been the best team in Concacaf for the last 4 years based off creating chances. But they never had anyone finishing those chances. Oh, ironic, this guy have been injured for the last 4 years. And then they had Henry Martin. Then they had Santiago, which is a young player. He has not really kicked on to pull off the same thing that he does in Europe in the Concacaf region. You understand me? And I said, once he comes back, it's going to be some problems. But we're going to leave the Mexico-Canada conversation for itself. Let me still talk on the United States one, so we can finish that one off. Bestest documentary, thanks for being here. Let me roll up USA. USA, all right? So USA, guys, USA. Let me get it together. All right, so USA 1-0 lost to Panama. All right, let me go to the starting lineup so we could give you everything in context. All right, yes. So anyways, these are the starters. You had Joe Scally, Tim Ream, Chris Richards, Musa playing deeper, and Matt Turner around there. Then you have Tena Testman, Adams is back. So it's even a stronger team than the last 3 to 4 times you had for United States. Maybe in the striker department, but Josh Sargent, I think Josh Sargent is actually a better goal scorer than Pepe them. Josh Sargent is a natural goal scorer. You can add all other things to him, but goal scoring is actual ability. So I can't even say it's so much of a drop off between Pepe and Sargent, because that is not the situation. Pulisic started with Weah and McKenna with Josh Sargent. And then over Panama, you have Blackman, Masquera, always in goal, Farina, Cardova, and you have Gutierrez with RV at the back. In midfield, you have C. Martinez, Carrasquilla, player of the tournament and player of Concacaf last season, and more likely if he keeps on doing these things, he's going to be there again. Animal, Gadai back in midfield, and Rodriguez with Fallarda as the starters. If you look at the numbers here in the statistic department, you had 3 big chances, all fell to United States, 12 shots to 3, all right, 5 saves from Panama, but you expected that it should always be that way. 67% possession to 33. So definitely by just the stats alone, it tells you that United States was slightly more busier individual, and would say that is the better team on the night. And I would have to agree with that they were slightly the better team as well. But I would have to give Panama their credit to keep the intensity up. So anytime they had the ball, they did what they had to do with it. So they made as much with the ball, and United States struggled to close them down with the ball. So even though United States was clear the better team, you could still see that once Panama coming forward, they are going to affect United States, and in which they did. All right. Scenes all around that Panama game was crazy. Panama is USA's kryptonite. Wouldn't say that still, but I understand where you're coming from. Best of thanks for being here. Neil Goals, massive respect. We've been saying Jamaica qualifying for World Cup will be tough. Panama has been very consistent. Waterman celebrate with Thierry Henry. All right, and Lanzi said top 4 in our region is obvious and seemingly trying to separate themselves from the rest. Laugh out loud. USMT lose. Yes, that's how it is. Shakpo said I was surprised about the result, but tell you what, if you stay consistent in a game and try to nullify the opponent as best as possible, you always have that chance. And I would say that Panama have always proven that they are that gritty team. If you don't take your chances, you are going to be punished. And I thought it was a game like that. I think this game could have easily finished 5-2 as well, based on the opportunities that USA had. It could have finished 5-2, so they did create chances. But on the day, they were just not clinical enough to finish their chances. So I would say that USA was the better team. And I heard tactical manager saying that they're already looking at Pochettino as fraud watch. No, I would say that it's the same. I think they have actually shown some separation in the development department, because their level of stamina looks even more. Their organization looks even more. I would say that some of the players, because their team is so bolstered by those 2 attributes, sometimes their games, their individual qualities can drop. Because for instance, Pulisic, at his club, Pulisic will wait sometimes for the ball. I think in the United States team, he has to sync with the team, dropping off deeper to run longer. So that takes away some of his direct transition from the midfield third directly into the attacking third, because he has to start from the defensive third in this system. So it takes away some of their qualities, and maybe it's going to take a little while before they do click as a cohesive group. All right, they still can beat teams. They defeated Jamaica without being a cohesive group. But believe me, when it comes, it's going to be much, much, much better. All right, but you could see that some of them drops off, and you're saying, but this is not what I saw from him in AC Milan. But look at where he's playing in AC Milan. AC Milan had the luxury to give him more space to create in certain areas. United States does not have that because they play a different system, and I do believe that that is something that they have to work on. But it tells you some teams are good enough. If you drop off little in any one of the departments, they can exploit you there, and that's what we saw from USMNT. But I do believe that their performance was still decent enough. But it's not what you expect. You expected a little bit more. So once Panama shows a little bit more, United States has the ability to go even further, and that's what people wanted to see. The even further. It's gonna take a while to come, people. All right. MPW4 says big up, big up, big up to you. Thanks for being here. Please do it like button as soon as you guys comes in. Prince would say Panama have a really good goalkeeper. Mascara is getting older now. He has been around for a while. So I would say that he's getting older. So yes, he's been in Panama's team for a while now. Mascara. Yeah, and he has always been a good goalkeeper. We always even put him in the conversation of best goalkeepers in the region, which is he's 30 years old. Yes, he's been around for a while, man. So he was always up there with everyone. So that is United States, Panama. Based on what you saw, you think that Panama is the favorites to go on, or you think that Mexico might have this one based on what you guys saw? Galactic Beats in the building. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. All right. So let me move on to Canada now. Canada took on Mexico. So the big dogs, the three big dogs, plus the one that's around trying to scrape that big dogs title, which is Panama, all played each other. All right, so this was two big dogs moment, but one of the top dogs up against one of the upcoming big dogs, which is Canada. So Canada did play Suriname and dispatched of Suriname easily, to be honest, so credit to them. Now they are coming up against the tough, gritty Mexicans and tough-styled Mexicans to play with, all right? Martin, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Prince would say, I want Panama to win Nations League, sick of the USA and Mexico, but you can't sick of people that's doing their job. You have to say that, Panama gets good enough to compete. All right, you can't just say you're sick of those two doing their job. So being good is not just being good because they are handed being good. Being good is because they worked hard to be good. So I don't believe in the sick of nothing. I am not going to say Jamaica need to win because I'm sorry, I can't bother with United States winning. No, every day United States should be winning until Jamaica can get good, until Panama can get good enough to win it. You don't win anything for me if you don't deserve it. I'm very sorry. All right? Yes. So Panama showcase that they have the ability to frustrate people. They have to go out there and frustrate the Mexicans again to win it. And that's when they would deserve it. Big up yourself determined. The USA needs a keeper. Right. So that's my rebuttal to that, Prince Hood. Let me know if you agree with me, but that's my stance in life. I don't want nothing given to me. I want to work for it. All right. So I would want Panama to work for it rather than to get it given to them. All right. So anyways, these are the starting lineups. You have for Canada, Sinclair in goal. Good morning, Rajman. Thanks for being here. Bambito, Cornelius, centre backs. Alistair Johnson and Jonathan and Alphonso Davis at the back. All right. Then in midfield you have Kone and Eustakio, their best deeper line players. Osario comes in. That was slightly a surprise to me. Ahmed played good against Suriname. And then you have the two main ones, which is Jonathan David and Kyle Lauren. The starters for Mexico is Malagon in goal. Alvarez playing as a centre-back. Reyes and Vasquez to play the three. Then you have Gallardo playing wing back, so he has the opportunity to use his skill set of bombing forward. Yes, Lira with Rodriguez with Alvarado playing the wing back position. Alvarado is naturally a right midfielder, all right, but he's playing the wing back position in the system. And then you have the two strikers, Giminez and Gimenez, playing wide with Alexis Vega. All right, you know how highly I rate Vega, and it doesn't matter what system they do string up, Vega is always the one gets selected. All right, statistics here. Let me go through it for you. Overall possession was very close, which this is what I like about the Canadians. Their possession, they do work on the possession side as well. 57% for the Canadians, which is big. 11 shots to 8 more for the Canadians, but 2 of those shots turn out to be big chances for Mexico right there. You had a controversial moment in the game itself, and people would say that that kind of cost Canada, which I could look from that side. All right, I could look from that side if you want to say that's the case, but both goals came from Giminez on the day. All right, first minute Giminez, and the 75th minute again a double from the man. And to be honest, I would say that it should. I could understand that people says that Canada deserves something out of the game. You said my volume is low. Yeah, but I don't need to break down my thing, man. I think it's more of your system is low rather than my volume, unless it's not my mic here. Let me change this because maybe it's the wrong mic. No, it is the right mic. It is the right mic, but maybe the volume is just right because it's not the boogie aga. It is tactical breakdown. All right. Yes. Yes. So we will get to the boogie sides. Marcella said, blessings JD, it's been a while since I've caught you. No problem, I've not been on for a while. Chris Smith, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Omar Henry, determined, big up yourself. Jamaican Guna, massive respect, big boss. Brando in the building said my volume is very good. All right, thank you, Brando, massive respect. So anyways, now I would say that Mexico continues on their Mexican style. The difference is they will give up a little bit more pressing than previous years, but they're still good enough, intricate enough to keep the ball close between each other so they can play through the lines. And it's even more devastating when you can tiki-taka your way on a counter-attack, which they did that around 7 times yesterday. Canada struggled to deal with their technical ability on the counter, which is ridiculous. That is a next evolution from the Mexicans right there, which is to not just bomb forward like how you guys said counter-attack is Jamaica's main strength. No, they are countering and they have a player right at right hand side waiting on the ball. Then the midfielder comes in the V and they are using triangle traps and counter-attack, which is ridiculous because you have to have good controlling and serious confidence in your controlling ability. All right, and your movements. So they were good last night. The Canadians you should not say Canada is not good based on that because they lost it. I actually thought that both of these teams were better than both teams in the next game. Both of these teams were better than Canada, better than United States and Panama. It was completely better. It was a better game for me. It was a better game. Let me know what say you. I think it was a higher caliber game. So you can clearly see that both of these teams are closer to United States than Panama is to United States, even though Panama won the game. You know, so I like this game a lot more. You know, I like this game a lot more. All right. All right, Lamar, big up yourself, thanks for being here. One Love, big up yourself, thanks for being here. So, credit to the Concacaf. The quality of football is definitely improving. Definitely improving. All right? Definitely improving. I love what I saw. It looks like both of these teams can go up against big teams in the world and don't look out of sorts. So, just need like 3 to 4 more teams in CONCACAF to be doing things like this. And then all hell breaks loose. You might just see a CONCACAF team in the finals of the World Cup. When you can have a lot of them doing the same thing. So we need a Jamaica, we need a Panama to be stabilized a little bit more. Costa Rica always pulled off their Costa Rican World Cup style. They just turn up and become a ridiculous team, hard to play against in World Cup. So we can give Costa Rica their flowers, but they need to be even slightly better. All right, yes. So Big up, big up. Love what I saw. Love what I saw from both teams here. Impressed. Jonathan David is a special football player. A special football player. All right. He drags his team even when I would say that Kyle Lauren in this system, I could see why they wanted to change him. Definitely, that is something that they're going to work on. So Jebison might be a player that can fix that problem. Jebison might be a player, or what is it? Is it Promise? Hold on, let me see if it's him. Was it him the last one that came on? Yes, it was him, the Promise guy. Yes, he has high energy. So I would say that Canada doesn't have so much problems. They have the solution there. It's just because obviously you have Kyle Lauren as a established individual. You can't throw him out because they're trying to play a pressing system. Kyle Lauren is not the best comfortable player in the system. I would say both Promise and Jebison works it better, but you can't just throw him out. All right? You can't just throw him out, all right? You can't just throw him out. I think I turned it up enough now. I don't want to break the volume. I think that is enough now. It's peaking in the red. Don't know what more we need, all right? Yes. I'm very sorry if it's too low for you lovely people, all right? Yes. All right, so let me see what the chat has to say here. Mexico and Panama, that's going to be a damn good game. Yeah, but the last time, the last final was a very good final. Very good final. If this is one of Mexico's weakest teams in their history, and look how them play, see why having a system is very important. I wouldn't say it's one of Mexico's weakest teams. You know why I wouldn't say that? That means I'm disrespecting the opponent. Back then we had terrible teams in the Concacaf. Now we have serious world level teams in the Concacaf. So it's not necessarily Mexico's weakest teams. I think Mexico's dominance of 2010s, early 2010s, I think this team brushed them very easily. Believe me, it is just because the competition have actually risen in the region rather than the Mexico team is weak. No. I think we are disrespecting the evolution of football. That is a problem. Omar says, I agree with you. Jason Guna, bless myself. Thanks for being here. And then we have, let me get there. Osh Puppy, yes, alone. I think it should be good. No, I'm not going to rise it any higher. All right. I'm going to deaf people after that point. Lanzi said, credit to the team that continue to improve themselves, which improves the region quality. That is facts. Promise never get a run. It clearly says that, but I saw him played before, so I'm just adding what he does more than what he did on the night. Because remember, I was describing Kyle Lauren's position and what can improve Canada. So sometimes people watching the game and maybe think that Canada cannot go to a different gear. My job is to let them know that they can go to a different gear. All right, that is my job. Mexico is going to be a real contender in the World Cup 2026. Yes. But that... Mexico have always been that team, you know. But I think that Mexico's double striker that they have now, which is Giminez and Giminez, both of them might just help each other in the future, and it's going to be very good. So when we thought that Mexico was in a dump, they might just stumble up on what they really needed. Guys, we're only going 2 hours because I need to do Nigeria. But I need to work on some things because I have to pick my kid at 5. And I might not have any replacement, and I'm going to try and look for that situation. Mexico had better quality players and they competed at the world. I'm saying I'm watching Mexico for almost 28 years. And I have seen Mexico dominated our region. And I want to say that some players, I don't think this is a bad Mexico team. I don't think it. I just think United States have improved. And football have actually improved in our region big time. Back then, you only had 2 teams that United States had to worry, Mexico had to worry about, which is United States and Costa Rica. That's it. Nobody else. Occasionally Honduras, occasionally El Salvador, and occasionally Panama. And then sometimes Trinidad, here and there. That's it. Mexico never had to worry about anybody. Now, Mexico has to worry about 15 teams in Concacaf if they don't rise their standard to where they normally at. All right. Triple E, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Sean Bass, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive, massive respect. All right. Morocco. All right. I like how Panama forced USA to play how they wanted the game to be played, and that's a master class performance. Big up yourself. Warrior 777, massive respect. Thanks for being here. Guys, as you come in, please do it like button. So, 2 sets of good games played yesterday, and I thought that no, CR7, we're not going to even have that conversation about Morocco. We fought the longest on that, and I am done talking blood. All right, I am done talking that Morocco argument. CR7, I am not going to try fight a battle in the chat today. All right, people know that I majority of the times I am right, but you have a lot of haters in the chat, and they're gonna always hate on me. You have the revolutionary hater in the chat. He's here, so you know that they're not gonna give in. But CR7, thanks for wanting to give me my flowers. I more than deserve it, and the world knows that. But this is the hater channel, so they will never give me my credit. Mexico fell off about the last 2 to 3 years. All right, but they are bouncing back now. And that's what I'm saying. They can't fell off when they are always creating the most actual chances. In the Copa, they created the most chances. They were the best playing team in the Copa from our team, our region. So they have not fallen off. It is just because they never had the striker to put the ball in the back of the net. Funes Mori, one of the worst strikers, maybe conversion rate. Martin is much better. Giminez is not synced as yet, but they were always creating the most chances in the last 4 years. I thought it was only 3 games when they played United States. They got dominated by United States, but United States weren't dominating the other teams. But Mexico was dominating all of the other teams except United States. So you still had to give them their flowers to say that they are still in and amongst the best teams in the region. You got Jamaican accent, but I don't know. Oh, yes, I am from Jamaica. I'm from Jamaica. Yeah. How much time Trinidad beat Mexico? Can you tell me, please? Not much, Sims, not much. And not much teams beat Mexico in this region. I'm telling you that. Go back in a million years history, not much, okay? You can barely count on your hand much teams that beats Mexico on a regular. Not even United States beat Mexico on a regular, because this is just the beating of Mexico is just recent. So not even United States don't beat Mexico on a regular. Mexico is the true dominance in our region, people. All right, we have to be honest to ourselves. United States is just becoming that team that you can expect to go toe to toe and more likely have the slight advantage in this last 4 years over Mexico. But for all time, it was Mexico, people. All right, for all time, it was Mexico. Let me stop disrespect Mexico. Not because United States have the new sensations and stuff on their teams. It was always Mexico, the dominant team in our region. All right. Yes. So let me stop sleeping. It is surprising how we can just try to rewrite history. All right. No. This is the only time United States or anybody seems to be a powerhouse over Mexico in the region. In history, people. In history. All right. Not now. In history. All right. Yes. Let me go back to history. So put some respect on the Mexicans' name, and they're back with 2 strikers that you would say they're amongst the 2 best strikers in the region. So all people has to do is to stop, give them opportunities, stop let them create so much opportunities, because they are the strikers now to punish you. And I've said to you guys, Giminez, let me give him his credit. Let me give him his credit. I told you guys, stop sleeping on the man. Talking about the man is old. Let me put some credit, respect on the man's name. You alright? Natural strikers don't drop off, people. Natural strikers don't drop off. Okay? Accuracy on the passes on the night, 15 of 26, which is just over the 50 mark, which I've always said 50 is my base score for any striker. 50 is the base score because you are directly just trying to do final balls majority of the times. Alright? So if you have 50% and you have more than 20 passes, that is always good enough for me. That means the opponent is in serious trouble. Alright? Yes. Big up yourself, Gary Powell. Big up all the mans that just coming in. Please do hit the like button. Alright, and 2 goals on the day from the man. Stop talking about the man is old because he's not even that old. Alright, it's just because of the head injury. You guys know. He's 33. He's younger than Mikel Antonio. So he's not old. Alright, and I can promise you if once it's not any head injury, he's going to be in the World Cup. Alright, he is going to be in the World Cup. Alright, I don't know if he's still stable. Because those head injury can always be flare up at any times. But aside from that, this man is easy well the best striker in Concacaf. No, present. The best striker in Concacaf, and he was the best striker in Concacaf at the time when he was injured. To be honest, we have to go back in history now and give him his flowers. He was the best striker. So it was just the brain problem, the injury problem. Remember, the guy suffered a serious life-changing injury, and the man is back playing football. Yeah, he was the best striker at the time, man. All right, so give him his flowers, man. Give him his flowers. All right. Are we going to get to Ian Frey? We're going to discuss that. Jason said Giminez has been in his best form since his head injury. Yes. But I was saying that, and people told me that he's old. And why am I talking about his old man? And I'm saying, boy, look, you guys not watching what's going on. So, anyways, people. So that's it. Finals, Panama versus Mexico. Part 2 of the Gold Cup finals. So far, I would put my money on Mexico taking it. Because, as what someone said in the chat, USA adapted to the style of Panama and not force Panama to play how they wanted them. So Panama was slightly comfortable in certain areas, which I'm okay with that. For me, I am saying that I think it's harder for Panama to make Mexico plays how they want. The last time they tried it and Mexico was okay with it because they had the speed transition with the technical ability. 1-2, bam. And you had Giminez, Santiago Solo with a quality finish on the day. So, and they were the better team and deserved to win that game. But Panama was not bad. I thought that game showed that Panama can live with the best in our region. So, if Mexico doesn't come with it, Panama will be there to try and nip them off the line. All right. He chose Morocco and the Belgian director got fired because of that. CR7 edit, what are you saying? Brother, you don't know Chamsdine Talbi that scored 2 goals against Atlanta? Okay. All right. Jamaica, please don't sleep on St. Vincent today. And we are going to discuss that. And nobody on this platform sleep on no team that Jamaica plays. It doesn't happen. All right. I know that people always cry that we bring too much reality. I have never even seen in my life, I've never seen this before. People told me literally that they don't want to hear reality. Yes, so this is right channel to come. If you're not an individual that wants to hear about, like, you don't want to live in the fantasy land, big up yourself, Brian. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. Yeah, man. Thanks for the likes as well. Yes, this is always the platform because we strive to get things better rather than to keep things the same. And in order to get things better, you have to stick on what is the truth. You understand me? Yes. So anyways, we have some other teams playing, which is, we have to start with Jamaica. We have Jamaica playing St. Vincent today. Jamaica is the heavy favorites. That is a fact. Yes, that is not me overhyping Jamaica. If you look at the numbers here, it's 11-1. And I want to say that maybe 5-1 would be more of an accurate gap because St. Vincent ain't as bad. They match Jamaica for pace. If not faster than Jamaica in multiple areas. The physicality, they match Jamaica well with the physicality as well. Would say that Jamaica has the higher level playing players. And I want to say in certain areas the higher quality players. But as what we just said, sometimes systems kind of limit teams of not getting the players of not getting the best out of themselves because they might have to exert more energy on stamina wise. They have to exert more energy and moving up and down in places that wouldn't be beneficial to them. We saw that a lot of times. So you never may know how that extra energy from St. Vincent can play a part. But I do believe that Jamaica should be good enough with the quality that Jamaica has. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to try my best to get the Jamaica team on the screen so we can have the conversation. All right. Mexico beat us the last time 3-0 with a offside goal, but is always like this against these people. Edu, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Yes, even by FIFA ranking, but it doesn't show show on the field. Okay. They need to watch number 10, Alex Anderson. I'm trying to get into the groove, to break it down. All right. Yeah, you have to give me a little time so I can chop it up for you, lovely people. All right. So let me start by St. Vincent to show you guys their results, so you can get to know who they are a little bit better. All right, a little bit better. So St. Vincent, as you could see here, they had a 3-1. Their big games, their last of the big games that they had over the last 3 years. All right, the last 3 years, they lost to El Salvador 3-1. So let me show you where they're coming from with the result. Nicaragua in 2023, they had a 4-1 loss to Nicaragua. Drew with Bahamas. Belize, they defeated Belize. Defeated Bermuda in a 4-3 thriller. We watched that as well because I was doing the 80 game at the same time. They lost to French Guyana and it got closer. So the results keep on getting better and their form keep on getting better because the players are growing into their system. All right, Grenada. This was a very good victory for them over Grenada. We saw Grenada, how hard Grenada is to play against, and they did well against them. St. Vincent, they had gotten 4-1 from Suriname, but Suriname's quality on the day just shows. You understand me? But aside from that, they can be a problem. Their speed, even in that game against Suriname, their speed was a problem for Suriname as well. And Suriname ain't a slow team, but they are also fast and technical. So they should have adapted a little bit better, but their speed was very good with physicality. El Salvador defeated them 3-1, as you saw here. And then same Anderson scored the one. Then you had Bonnier, Drew with Bonnier. Maybe that should have done a little bit better, but this was a close game right there. Montserrat, that's the next one, good win again for them over Montserrat. Then El Salvador 3-2. All right, 3-2 El Salvador. All right, and we know El Salvador very good. We play El Salvador a lot. Then they have a 2-1 win over El Salvador, and it's not just a lucky win. They are in the games. They are in the games. So a 2-1 win over El Salvador. Then they defeated Montserrat and defeated Bonnier, much more comfortable, and then drew back again with Grenada. And all of these games are solid games that they are in the games. And that's why I've said I think it's more of a 5-1 rather than a 11-1. Just flat out better than St. Vincent. I think we are 5-1 odds. So we are 4 times maximum better than them, not 10 times better than them. Because I think that St. Vincent will beat Dominica. You understand me? St. Vincent will beat Dominica, and we looked like when Dominica was fighting for scraps on that day. You understand me? So it's not a 10-1, more 5-1 odds in favor of Jamaica for me. JD, big up yourself, bless up yourself. Daniel, we are gonna do our lineup. Don't worry yourself. We're gonna do our lineup. Must be still a easy win for Jamaica. Yes, well, we are gonna break down things. It must be. Stets, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Kevin, big up yourself. 876. One lost, them lost in 5. Okay, yeah. Up JD, Panama want back Concacaf third spot. All right. So, anyways, that's how it sets now. For them, I'm trying to get the Jamaica lineup for you guys. All right. JA is heavy favorites. I wouldn't say they are heavy favorites because it's not like our flat out best team. It's not our flat out best team, which that's why I wanted to do our best 11. All right, so let me go to our best 11 because we keep on. This is not our best team. It is not. I don't even think it's close to our best team. It's not our best team. We need to put it FM data. Let me get FM data. FM data. Let me put it right here. It's not our best team, people. FM data. All right, let me try get FM data right here. I'm trying to get it, people, so I can set it up for you. All right, so FM data. (2021). All right, let me take 2021 so I can. All right, so I've gotten something now that I can pull it up on the screen. All right, so this is the one that I'm going to use. Let me get it right here so we can. All right, so yeah, because I'm using two things, so I can't see the comments. Don't give me a little time. All right, come on, Mr. Cocoa Juice. Don't matter which team we have. We are always heavy favorites against this team. No, you can't speak like that. You can't speak like that. I said 5-1. So 5-1, 5-1. 5-1 is not okay enough for you? You want to say 10-1? Let me know. Because you said I'm a cocoa juice, which I am the only person that doesn't sell cocoa juice here. Our best individuals players do. Get serious. El Salvador is not no top team. El Salvador is not no top team. Nicaragua in top team according to us. But when we play both of those teams with even better squad, because our squad that we used to play Nicaragua is better than what we have now. But Nicaragua ain't far better than El Salvador. So is it that style match up a little bit better? Let me know what you guys are saying. So Andre Blake in goal. I think Andre Blake in goal. Yeah. Ethan Pinnock over the left hand side. Ethan Pinnock over the left hand side. Ethan Pinnock over the left hand side. Lembekisa, you guys are gonna go with, even though Lembekisa, but he's playing much more frequent. So Dexter goes back in. All right, so the full back now. How are we gonna work the center back now? Because I am looking for a 4-2-3-1. And you know why I'm complaining about that? Because you're not going to. I think Latibodier is going to become a midfielder. So, how are you going to look at that now? How are you going to look at it, people? Let me know. How are you looking at it now? Attacking midfielder. All right. So let me put the strike. Let me put Liam Bailey over here. Liam Bailey goes here. And then we have them Gray here. Damara Gray back here. I think he's gonna go like that. My statistics studio says when Jamaica starts beating these teams by 3 clear goals with ease, then we can have the conversation to 10-1. Fully agree with you, my statistics studio. Fully agree with you. You can't keep on just saying things like it's going to be that case when really and truly it's not matching up to the reality. All right, so let me go back over the roster here. Let me go back over the roster here so I can fit them in for you. All right, one second. J5. All right, let me just go right here and scroll it up. Joel and Pinnock. No, let me try find my best. I'm gonna put my minds in it. but I've posted a lot this time. All right, so yeah, all right, so so let me see my back line now. You have Dexter, you have Joy Latibedier. All right, so Amari Bell, will go here. Amari Bell goes here. And then no, because I know it's gonna work. Remember, we don't have KC Palmer people, so I know they're gonna do this damn thing. All right. So we have Kyle Ming, Christopher Ainsworth, Cummins, and they are gonna put Richard King in. Richard King is going to play here. Make sure you look at it. Make sure you take a picture of this. This is how they're gonna do it. All right. Richard King over the right hand side, so that's the back four. Then you're going to have Isaac Eden, and Joel. Yes, and then now for the attacking midfielder area, they are going to go with Bobby Reed to play that attacking area place, or it's gonna flip on between Leon Bailey and Bobby Reed, and even Grace. So it's gonna be a rotating three up front, all right, and then for the striker position, you're gonna have Shamar Nicholson. That's gonna be the main team. That's gonna be the main team, people. All right, JD, uno need to understand Jamaica mostly play the Caribbean team with a weaker team. So the main reason we don't give these teams bigger scores, yes, but Dirty Harry, I agree with you. Right there. Yes, I think this is going to be the actual team. So take a picture of it. I think this is going to be the actual team. Because what they would want to win the ball back in midfield to not get that scare. All right, not get that scared because maybe the system is not well rounded as yet, and you don't want to give them so much chances. So you'd have gone for the stability and give Bobby Reed his freedom, and then if you want to bring on Maggie to create, you would give him a freedom. So you don't want them to be on the field, and then you can't get them the ball. So in order to do so, you have to go with more stability in midfield and give you a greater chance to win back the ball and get it back to the forward players. So the front four looks devastating. All right, Jamaica not a top team. Hasn't proved that yet. Most times Jamaica playing catch when players top four teams in the region. One Jamaica, but needs better players in the middle of the park plus a striker. Prince Madden says, all right. But we never said we are a top team, but we have top players to get to the top four, you know. And the last time Jamaica made the top four, so any little lapse in concentration, they can beat one of the top teams, you know. Yes. Pinnock left centre back, right centre back, and King, all right, left back. Okay, so Latibody right back. You're putting Latibody right back. All right. Let me take a picture of this. So you guys can see later, but I think this is going to be the squad. Let me take a picture of it. All right, so yeah. JD, Veer United could beat St. Vincent. Oh, that's stop, no man. Andrew, let me talk football. All right, so this is how I am looking at it. Against St. Vincent, and I think the same formation 4-2-3-1 I'm looking at, because he keeps on wanting a 10. So that tells me that this is the formation that he wants to settle on. All right, which is he always wants a creator on the field, playing in that creative position. All right, in the know, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Property for sale, massive respect, thanks for being here as well. Yeah, but let me know if you guys like it or not. If you think that I'm going off, you know. Greenwood is not here, CR7 as yet. Lanzi said goalkeeper, Blake, Bell, Ethan, Richard King, Dexter, Joel, Aiden, Reed, Gray, Leon, and Bowser. Okay, well, that is the same lineup I have here. That is the exact lineup I have here. So, Dixon starting. Princewood, why? I can't entertain that conversation. I can't entertain that conversation. I leave that conversation for those Jamaican people inside Jamaica. I am not going to entertain that because I don't want people to say that I'm disrespecting people. So I'm not going to entertain that. All right? Yeah. And in your heart, why you even say that? You wouldn't think that is just disrespectful to the other players than that's there. Come on, man. Like you want Trinidad to be better than Jamaica. That's what you're trying to achieve. You know, you're trying to achieve Trinidad to be better than Jamaica. All right. Yes, that's it. No, I forgot that Princewood is not Jamaican, so he doesn't want to see us reach anywhere, especially winning games. He wants Trinidad to win all games. Yeah, that's the way he was talking. Right throughout his both press conferences. I think he wants to heavily rely on the experienced players them and then bring on others on the back end of those experienced players. So I think that he's going to put on all of the experienced players first, especially it being away first. All right. It being away first, he wants to make sure he puts on all of them to get the job done because they would be the ones that are easily used to being in hostile situations. So that would be the smartest thing to do. All right. TNT are going to have a rough time. Yes, Cuba and TNT will not go down easy. All right. Before the game will be here, Princewood will be here, and they're going to be cussing out Jamaica because they always have a problem that Jamaica winning their games, and they always have a problem that Jamaica always get an easier team than Trinidad and Tobago. But it's because Jamaica have been recently better than Trinidad and Tobago, and based on the rankings of Concacaf, it kind of favor Jamaica. So it's not just Jamaica getting favorable treatment of its own. It's because they did something, and Trinidad never did anything of lately. All right, Princewood. This game will be a fight. We have players that's starting, but for club, them not playing anything. Okay, so Determined said he's not really confident and all the players playing. JD, can we succeed tonight? I expect Jamaica to win, but I don't expect it to be any just domination of the next team and they don't look like they can play football. I'm not going to see that because what we used in our games are heavily down to physicality and speed, just speed and physicality. That's what we pride ourselves in heavily, and that's the way we talk as well. And I do believe that they can match us equally in speed and physicality, if not faster as well. In especially the wide areas, the fullback areas, if not faster as well. I think that it's going to come down to the technical side, which I think we have those better players. So we will see Liam Bailey. Bobby Reid, I would say Bobby Reid is going to be essential tonight. Aiden's true passing will be very good as well, and his composure under pressure. I think he's a person that has to play. He has to play. You saw what he brings to the Jamaica team. If Jamaica should reach anywhere in football in the next 4 years, Aiden is maybe the main and only player required with Ethan Pinnock. Aiden and Ethan Pinnock might be the two main players Jamaica needs to be a big team. The stability that he brings in the midfield, third, I think we have not seen it for Jamaica for a long time. And the way how he makes it look easy, Jamaican fans can't understand. And that's why I know that he's doing the right thing on the field. All right? Because after the game finishes, we never saw him on the field. That's the purpose of a defensive central. You only look at their stats and see their numbers. That is the damn purpose. Not because they must slide on the ground, bust lace. Those madness that we talk in Jamaica, it's not football. He's blocking lanes and intercepting balls and linking up plays and becoming a late runner to finish goals, to create goals. All right, that is called football education. So, So Aiden, don't watch the gram and listen to some of them people. You know what you're doing, and you're doing a very good job. Keep on doing what you're doing, all right? Keep on doing what you're doing. JD, at first I didn't agree with your starting team, but when you break it down, I'm very convinced that you're no, I know this is the 11 to go out there and get the job done. And I've listened to his statements, so I would be shocked. Only player I would see any changes for would have been Dexter Lembekisa. And then you would have switched Latibodier out there because Dexter Lembekisa just went into League One and he's getting his reps up. And then because he believes that Aiden alone can do the single, he would have put in Maggie and then put Maggie higher than Bobby Reed, which I would not want to do that because you're killing off Bobby Reed's game to make Maggie do his... Maggie been playing for Jamaica for 500 years. And he barely creates 7 big chances in 500 years. But we said he's the creator. You understand me? So I'm not going to believe in that madness. But sometimes he will be forced to do these things. So you could see Bobby Reed drop down low and Latibodier goes out wide and then Maggie comes in. But I can't believe these madness. But I know it's a high possibility of happening. So I have to put it in the video. But I don't believe in this madness. Coach just put the stability on the field and get the damn job done. Alright? Yes. And then you can put everybody in Jamaica on the field after you win 3-1, 4-1. You understand me? Yes. That's what I am into. JD, does away goals exist in Gold Cup prelims? I have not checked it in a strong man. I need to, but I think it should be penalties. I am not sure, strongman. Cass, one James, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Aiden really improved. Yeah, of course. When I heard on Jamaica's radio, people question what Aiden do on a field. I'm saying, oh my God. Then we don't understand why we struggle at football for the longest time. If a man come and say Aiden does not do well, and even when he was playing for against United States. It was 3-0 versus Dominica, and then we were fretting. But remember, Dominica had created... Dominica should have scored a couple well before. So that's why we were fretting. Remember, Dominica should have been 2-0 up on Jamaica before. Jamaica even scored. So why are you acting like it was... And this is from Reset, Jason. We are talking from Reset. Alright? We are talking about Reset. But I'm saying, you are acting like... It was weak, went into Dominica and start destroy everything. Go back and watch that damn game. A them of the empty goal to put the ball in it, and then we start to wake up like we say, oh my God, this is reality. We might just lose against this damn team. That's how that game went in Dominica, you know. I can't believe this can't be the same. What is this Jamaica and Dominica? We switch parts, so it was a game like that at the start, you know, and we had to really step it up. Yeah, it was a tough struggle, especially when Cephas couldn't break on the right back at the time. He couldn't run right back, and after that, the extra advantage that we had in the Dominica game never looked so extra anymore. You understand me? That's how the game worked out. And then they started to cut us through the middle with that line drive pass over to the left-hand side. That's over to our right-hand side. And every time they got in behind us. So it was a tough game to watch. I can understand, Jason. That is true. But you don't want me to give some hope. Alright, if I don't give any hope, people say, me not like Jamaica, me a hater. That's why I'm trying to give all we can win. But you don't let me come down. Why? People, can you guys run Jason over the channel? Because him don't want me to break down my games, you know. Me not come bother him to break down my games, you know. Alright, me I give different versions to my predictions, sir. So can you just leave my assessment alone? God damn! Alright, people gonna watch his assessment, alright? Because he wants to me him to be the same person so bad. It's not going to work. Alright, bless up everyone that's coming. Please do it, like button, share, and subscribe. I am just breaking down how Jamaica could win the game. Alright? And I am going with stability, experience. Alright? And yeah, the stability and experience. Obviously, these guys are the same way the most quality, the highest quality players as well. but stability and experience I was trying to go with. You know, and for me, Jamaicans don't like boring players. Aiden and Pinnock fit that mold. Oh my God. Pinnock, one of the best defenders in the Premier League for the last 4 years consecutive. Aiden, a decent defensive central with the ability to play multiple positions. So very educated. So I guess we don't like educated players. Because what we like is run up and down. And even in studies, they told you that if you have to tackle, more than likely you never read the actual play before. So the play missed you and then you have to make the tackle. But if you outsmart the opponent, you're going to lead it with an interception. All right? Yes. So this bustless wild thing, all right, the best, all right, 100 likes on the video. Thanks very much. Please get it up to 200 likes, people. That would be the target. Thank you very much. All right. Dino says USMT got too much chances. We had broken that. We're on Jamaica's conversation. Melshire Walker, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right. Yes. So people, don't listen to them when they want this big run up and down wild conversation. It doesn't lead anywhere. Ethan Pinnock left from non-league to the Premier League and become one of the toughest defenders in the actual world. Because if you talk about the Premier League being the highest league in the world, Ethan Pinnock is one of the best defenders in the Premier League. Made the team of the season 3 times. I don't even think we ever had a Jamaican made the team. I think only Ricardo Gardner never made the team of the year because you had Ashley Cole blocking him from making the team of the year. So Ethan Pinnock is the only my boy from Leicester made it. I think Leicester's captain made it, you know, our captain is not our captain, but our player as well. I think he might have made it, but I am not sure if he had made it, you know. No. He never made it. He actually never made the team of the season. Ethan Pinnock is the first one. All right, JD, that is impressive. Your comments on table, high level knowledge. Well, Wes Morgan made it. I think they left out Wes Morgan, you know, and put in Mahrez and Vardy. Mahrez and Vardy made it. Their goalkeeper made it as well. Oh, the tackle. Okay, their goalkeeper, he did made it. Okay, I'm not sure because no, Wes Harden. I don't know. I need to check more. On Wes Harden. Yeah, he did make it. All right. I'm very sorry if he never made it. If he made it and I said he never made it. All right. I'm very sorry. All right. Well, Ethan Pinnock is one of my point was to show you that and he was not one of the wild defenders. He was also a defender that's the more thinking defender. All right. Yes. All right, massive respect. Love the knowledge that people drop. Says yes, he did made it. All right, massive respect. All right, so it only shows you that what we're talking about, the wildest man, them never actually going anywhere in football. Rudiger is big and wild. Rudiger is never considered the main defender on any team. All right, Pepe has never been considered the main defender on any team. They are the aggressors. But they have never considered to be the main defender in any team. All right, so maybe the style and approach it fits our lifestyle because we are aggressive. So that's what we expect in our subconscious to happen. So we want that to be translated in on the field as well. So I can understand why people think that is football, but really and truly that is not football at all. All right, yes, those wild defenders and wild players. That's out of control, ain't really valuable in football anymore. All right, Ramos was still technically good enough. That's why I never put Ramos in the conversation. JD, may I go want you leave the German? Oh no, I'm just telling you about some players that you never saw considered as the leader defenders. All right, because they are too wild. All right. JD, is Speed still waiting on Real Madrid to buy King? I don't know. Big up DS Electronics. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. All right. So, anyways, that's my lineup that I have here. I broken it down. You believe me, guys, the best performance Jamaica ever. I am going to go down and say Jamaica in the last. I think this is the best backline performance I've seen from Jamaica in the last 30 years. With moving the ball, I'm talking, people. I want to really show you guys. I want to really show you because I think we don't read into like distribution and movements because we always try to play speed football and all of those madness. This is and I hope the coach is listening. This is the best game we ever played at the back, and we never even had our best centre backs them. This was the best game I've seen Jamaica played for 30 years. And before that, we never played any better football. This is the best game. We nullified Panama into the areas that people actually thought Panama weren't as good as what we were giving them credit for. This is the best Jamaica played in 30 years. And remember, I was watching it all the 30 years. And this is the best, maybe a little bit under the 30 years. But this is the best they played. And this is without Ethan Pinnock in it. And it was still the best performance. Obviously, Hector is not a rash defender. Lembe Kisa can be a strong defender, but he's still technically good first. So he's always the passing first rather than kicking it away defender. And Deshaun Bernard can pass the football very good too as well. Even range passing, maybe he's one of the best passers as well. But he's still on the rusher side. I could understand where people come from. But Deshaun Bernard, so all of them are passing defenders first. And that was the best performance I saw from Jamaica. Period. I have never seen a better passing from the back from Jamaica in 30 years. Please go back for our next team performance in 30 years. It has not happened. Believe me. Between the centre backs them, that was the best I've seen, people. All right? Yes. So maybe we need to take more turns out of this and realize, all right? And you realize what I've just said. And the Cuba game was good as well. Yeah, that was under Grimmy. Of course, that was under Grimmy. I saw Grimmy even won a game last night too as well, you know. Yeah. If they leave coaches to do what they want, 2015 under Schaefer's, I would have put Schaefer's in it because I thought that Schaefer's had the best collective spell. The best collective spell for Jamaica was under Schaefer's. I think Schaefer's was better than even René Simons. I think Schaefer's was better than even René Simons. I think René Simons maxed out the capability of those players that he had in 1998. All right? Maxed out. Even they were playing above what their natural ability is. Yes, that is true. But I can tell you that the system that Schaefer's brought in really drove the team forward. All right? Yes, and so even when some players don't even play 50%, the system actually carried Jamaica. All right? I don't think it was the same under Simons. Even me watching it back later on when I'm older, because at first I was younger. But when I'm older watching it, I saw the same thing with more ball knowledge. Warrior said, JD, I disagree. I think Schaefer's was better than Simons. Yeah. Simons come and fit it in our culture. And try make... And obviously, I'm going to say this. Today football and 1998 football is night and day, people. Night and day. 1998 football, someone cannot pull off the same narrative. Go pick up two ballers in a what's it called? I want that Sim Bartlett and Major League. I want those trophies. I think Sim Bartlett I won. Yes, so you can't just pick up footballers from those places and come talking about you win. Win what? Win what? That will never happen back in football. People, go back in history and check, man. I'm not disrespecting and disregarding his achievement because that's what you had in front of you. But believe me, Schaefer's team based on what I know about football, I think that's a better structured team. Talent-wise and also they played on the football field. JD Grimmy is way smarter than the English guy. That is looking... King David says, facts, JD. He was a better coach, period. And remember, Simons had everything. Simons had us passing the ball with confidence. Schaefer's good also. Schaefer's was doing that. And remember, he was doing it in a harder time as well. So that's why I'm saying maybe that's the reason why we're not giving him his flowers. But if you look at how he sets up his team, I am giving Schaefer's as the best coach for Jamaica blood. All right? I've listened to commentators because I had two commentators, guys. 1997 and 1997 and 2015. And a commentator, the commentator literally said, it's good when the English guys them comes in. This is exact. I have to go back in my phone and play it. It's good when the English guys them comes in, because not even the opponent that's playing Jamaica knows what they're gonna be doing, because they look like they nobody knows what they're doing, and they themselves on the field doesn't know what they're doing. That's what the commentator says live about Jamaica in 1997. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it and show you. In 2015, the commentator literally said, this is the best organized Jamaica team I've seen. And I'm around for years. You know exactly what they're going to do, and USA really fear them. That's what the commentator says. So even the people that's just looking from afar telling you that it's not even comparable. Schaefer's was definitely one of the best coaches Jamaica had, man. I'm telling you, man. Maybe he never achieved what Simons achieved because the time was different. If you have that's why I said you can't just look at the Mexico team and say, oh, the Mexico teams of older would have dominated these new teams. Dominate what? United States have a bunch of stars on their team. Before you had Landon Donovan and Clint Dempsey and Reina being 1,000 years old. Bob Bradley and those dudes. Bob Bradley in goal and those dudes. You get me? That's what they were saying, people. Remember, I'm old, you know. So I'm just giving you the history. Go back and check for yourself. Okay? Now you have Pulisic, Western McKinney at big club. Tyler Adams beating some of the biggest teams in the world. The Manchester City, Tyler Adams, Bournemouth beating. You had my boy had to be scoring 1 million goals for Tottenham and Fulham. What's his name again? Clint Dempsey. Dempsey was his name. Dempsey from Fulham, and then he went to Tottenham. You get me? So people, don't tell me foolishness. All right. Okay. People laugh. Said I'm old. Yes, some of these 20-year-old people, I have to make them know that I have been watching football for 30 years. And for 30 years, England keep telling me that they're going to be good. And make you believe that every year. Lampard, Gerrard, and all of them. And Trinidad and Tobago, Costa Rica and those two team, United States, make them look average. So that's why I don't believe in England anymore, because I've been around a long time and every year they figure out the next way to tell you how good England is. You know, but this is not an England stream because they're going to say I'm an hater of England. All right? Yes, but yes, he was also hurting last night when USA lost. Okay. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Art Love. Massive respect. Yeah, man. So people, stop the foolishness, man. Congratulations to Simons to get us there. Because remember, you guys believe in this, you know. This is why they are trying to replicate what Simons did for 100 years. That's what they are trying to sell you every year. You know. We know it can't work. So that's why I'm not going to give in to it. It's a big madness. That's not going to work. You're going to tell me that that's just telling me that you're going to pick a bunch of money Cup players and qualify for the World Cup, and JPL players and qualify for the World Cup. That's what you're telling me in 2020, 2026, 2010. You know, 2030. That will never happen. That will never happen again. Football education reached so far. You have coaches on every team. Every big team you have a coach. KDB already can coach a team. Madrid can already coach a team. Company, from the day company playing, you know that he's going to become a coach. You understand me? It's coming home. Big up, yeah, man. Big up everyone that's coming in. Massive respect. Yeah. Love the fact that you guys turn up in the morning. We only have 2 hours. It will never happen. So I'm just taking it out of their heads and tell them that sometimes people laughing at them, not with them. They are laughing at them. All right, because people think that they are stupid. Yeah, people actually think they're stupid, and people came here and told them that crap not working, and not that's the national team, the U20s, it's not gonna work. That's what people said to them at the U20s level, it's not going to work. So how can we just skip the U20s and go to the main thing? Yeah. Cocoa Juice. What's his name again? Cocoa Juice Issa. Make sure you listen to that. Very good, Issa. That's a word of wisdom, Mr. Issa. All right, Mr. Cocoa Juice Issa. All right. If you can't eat at U20s, where you gonna do it? All right. Yeah. Stop self-falls up, Issa. Cocoa Juice can't work. All right. That's why some of some of the fans didn't like John Wall. Yes, I know, but I am telling you that we're seeing it happening over the last 30 years. And we keep on trying to repeat it. Jamaica needs football philosophy, JD. We don't have our own style. Just a bunch of players doing their own thing. Warrior 777 said, yeah, man, you have to burn out Issa, man, because him just come in. Cocoa Juice, JD. Him couldn't give you how much him think Jamaica is, you know. Over him just come for war with me. Him couldn't give you how much if it's a 10-1, because I said 5-1, you know. 5 times better than the team, you know. The next team, you know. And the man still a try fight me. Say it better. So then tell me how much better. He can't answer all. No, he can't answer. The minute Wall did that press conference, Jason and people here, 180. I know that around 120 are the real fan base. When the man said that, it hurt all of the egotistic so-called bright people in football in Jamaica. I don't have to call names. All right? And all the man do is assess thing and come to something. It hurt. Man cry. Big man cry in Jamaican terms. Cry. He might go like him better than people, you know? Yeah. So but let me leave it alone. So you see them ego. That's why I told him that I don't have any ego, you know. I just listen to the truth and then try to improve myself. You understand me? Yes, man. Man, cry. I am not going to tell you, but believe me, man. Upset. All right, let me stay on the game, guys, because this was a positive stream. And, okay, so you see, Martin, I know he can't give his numbers so people can see it. Yes, so tell me the number, Issa. We are waiting on you. Now you're on the spot. Give you a number. How much times Jamaica better than the other team? Because we said 5-1. All right, so we're 5 times better than them. So that means we should get a 5-1 result. How much are you saying? Because we are waiting for Issa. Him the one commented, people. Him a comment and act like say him not hear me at all. So people, leave alone. So anyways, yeah. So that is Jamaica. You have other teams playing today. Waterman celebrated with Titi. You saw yes. Determined, I will. The people know. The people that were actually crying know themselves. I'm telling you, man. Woo! All right, goals flying in. All right. So, anyways, we have other games. That we want to chop up. So, my predictions, people. I don't like to predict so much, you know. Is today the day that Big Ethan gets a goal? Ooh. Is today the day that Big Ethan gets a goal, people? Let me know. All right, let me get some score lines. Let me get some score lines, people, so I can get my prediction going. All right. Let me get some score lines, people. Let me get some score lines. Daddy Dean says 4-0 JA. So that is pretty much a 5-1 shutout. So you don't give them the goal and you score 4. All right. 4 people. We need more. Titi. That's all they call Henry. Okay, Titi. Titi. All right. 3-1. All right. 3-1, 3-1. Okay, I'm hearing all 3-1s. 0-0, Lamar. Oh my God, Lamar. We can have Big Bad, Damara Gray, Bobby Reed, Nicholson, Leon Bailey, and can't score a goal. Oh my God. That's all people. Even if you think the coach doing bad, I still want them to win because I can't go back to any JPL forwards. All right, because the people will tell us that the JPL forwards would do better. So just say some big scoreline, even if you don't believe it. All right, Billy, you don't see Grimmy. Of course, I was watching the game, blood. All right, I was watching the game. I was literally watching the game. Junior Lopez says 4-1. Warrior says 1-0 JA. 2. Oh my God, this is not any big result. Oh my God. So okay, 2-0. All right. Michael says 3-0. Property says 4-2. He's going with. All right, big goals. Ooh, but people question our defense there. Issa Allen says 3-1. I'm done with this, brother. So 5-1 equates a 3-1 result. All right, Issa. All right, Issa. That's why you never. Oh my God. 11-1 Jamaica. This cocoa juice soup in the morning. Nobody determined says 2-1 JA. Then we have Owen said good morning Billy Head. Oh my God. Billy Head. Oh my God. JD Veer can beat this team. Brother, when you gonna look for Mr. Butler? I can like Mr. Butler, you know. Alright, Princewood said 3-1. You are gonna pop out your ear tonight, okay? Well, somebody said I only have head. I'm not here. 6-0 hat-tricks from Damaria Phillips and Christopher Ainsworth. Come on, J-Ross, come on, man. All right, Lanzi said 3-1 JA or senior players carrying us. I will agree with that, man. Come on. Just because people don't like 1 and 2 man in the team, they don't even say, oh, they don't care anymore. You know, make it says 2-0. Jevan says JD. 2 the most Jamaica, not high scoring. Oh my God. All right, 1 Jamaica says 2-0. All right, 12-0 by the first half. Nosa, Jesus God. Nosa says 12-0. Yeah, man. Owen always I try disrespect, man. But I heard him, you know. So Nosa says 12-0. All right. At least 3-0. Anything less is disappointing. Dirty Harry says. So players, if you're listening, the people them says nothing less than 3 pieces of chicken. Nothing less than 3 pieces of chicken, all right? And you don't need any 3-1 like what the one, what his name says. We need convincing wins, you know? 3-0, 4-1, I would take 4-1. But 3-1, and it looks like Dominica game, I would not be pleased at all. But I think it can't look like Dominica game because we have Isaac in the team, you know? Big deal are more them say. Either JA still go win 3 goals minimum. Yes. Jairus a bonut. Jairus. Blessed JD. Umzo. If I say if we don't win by 3 goals, that would be embarrassing. Oh my God. Umzo. We had broken down. The team is not as bad. You know, 4-0 convincing win would be a dominant statement. It's not a bad team. All right? They bust down El Salvador. All right? And they drew with other quality team. They bust down Grenada. We struggle against Grenada as well. We struggle against El Salvador. And they beat both of those teams. You know? So let me give them some credit, you know. So if we bust them down 4-0, blank 4-0, that seems good, you know. All right. Oh my God. Maggie Genk watching. Oh. All right. So I'm going to go and say, what I want is a four goals. 4 goals I want. I would give up the one the one goal because I know that the length that we have, not length, but the queue that we have after any change, and based on my settings here, we can't even have a full-fledged defense line. So we know it drops weaker and weaker. Alex Anderson, their best player, JD, playing for North Carolina in the USL. Yes, he scored on Grenada. He scored on Suriname as well too, right? Something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he was the one that scored, but yeah. JD, make sure you have Painkiller ready for later. Jamaica struggled to score 2 goals. I'll say 2-1 or 2-0. Okay, yes, he scored at Suriname. Okay, yeah. Yeah, man, they are not a bad team on set plays. They are a problem on set plays. And Jamaica, set plays, like especially corners, sometimes we have problems on that. I would say that it got a little bit better under Al Grimson, even though we still conceded a rocket launcher corner, which is ridiculous. But it took a deflection. Yeah, but we got better on the set pieces, and they are good at that as well. So I could see them score the one goal, and it's not like they broke our backline or anything, just by physical size and the set plays off of a corner or something. Because they do have speed players, and clearances and stuff can lead to that. So 4-1 would be an acceptable result for me, a very good result, I would say. Set pieces, we need to be on point. They really attack the ball. Yeah, but Jason, these are things that I have on my paper. So I want to think that that's what the coach should have on his paper. And not just say we can take them, like Maya, Yes, but even though, Maya signs for Reading, people. Maya signs for Reading. All right. I'm going 2-0 up in the first 3 minutes. Nosage, Andre Blake to score from the goal kick. Nosage. Yeah. People, should I inform and Nosage people? I want to think that too. But the youth 17 taught me something else. Yes, JD. No depth in defense. That's what I'm saying. So if anything happen, because this is not our best defensive line. So if anything happen and any changes, our midfield is going to get significantly weaker, and our defense line is going to get significantly weaker. Maggie not going to Genk or Ghent. Maggie best chance to go to League 2 teams or MLS, given Maggie's age. He was in USL, so I don't understand if he's not a USL player. Or he just jumped from a USA player. He was not too good in the USL at none of his years then. So I don't understand how he would be ready. I would say League 2 would be, League 2, League 1 would be more, because MLS is better than both of those. Who you have scoring? League 2 or Tier 2? No, League 2. League 2, League 1. I would say, League 1, I'm not 100% sure because I saw players in League 1 better than Maggie, be honest with the people. I am watching players every day, All right, so League 2 is not a given. We just saw, even League 1 is not a given. We just saw one of our best talents go there and can't get a game. So let we stop acting like these leagues are downplayed leagues. League 1 is miles better than USL, Yeah. Who we have scoring? My goal scorers tonight, people. Woo! The baller scoring tonight. Not my baller, but the man that they call the baller. Leon Baller Bailey scores a goal tonight. Leon scores a goal. I'm putting on my goal scorers, Leon, don't let me down. Leon scores tonight. Leon scores tonight. Demarai gets an assist or a goal as well. And Leon Demarai on the score sheet. I said they call him the baller Bailey, but I said Leon and Demarai scores tonight. All right. Shamar will be amongst the goals or assists or whatever the situation is. So between Shamar, Leon and Demarai, I agree. That's where the goals come in. Bobby Reed might have an assist. You never may know. Because Bobby Reed always seems to be the standout player. every time. This is mad, you know. We seems to not rate Bobby, but Bobby always be the best player on the field when all three of them on the field. It's very rarely you have Demarai Gray, Liam Bailey, and Bobby Reid on the field, and Bobby not being better than all of them. So tell you what, assist to Bobby. Because that is the truth, you know. And then I'm expecting goals from Leon Demarai, and Shamar. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. And assist can come from Shamar as well, because Shamar links up play is good enough for me. Bro, Whisper was overhyped. Whisper is okay. Don't be surprised when Dixon go on and he scores. Always dangerous against these teams. So why we can't just look at the players then where we want to score? Dirty Harry. I want these guys to score than Dixon scores. You know why? I know he can't do better than these guys. So I want these guys to score so we don't get bullied in Jamaica to force to play this kid in big games and get embarrassed. So I want Leon, Bowser, or Damarai to score so we can have some sense in our head. Alright? Yes. I want we to have sense. So we want the best players to keep on scoring so we don't get bullied into playing the kids. Alright? People did a beat me about Dixon better than Whisper. Better than which... No, Dixon is better than Whisper. He has some skill set that we will give our Whisper. I think he reads the game better than Whisper. But natural skills, like natural pace and power, doesn't have it over him. And I don't think the reading of the game is so far either. Now I'm watching him a lot more, you know. Yeah, Whisper is better than him. But I don't think it's far. I don't think it's far from both of them. You know, but he's better than, he's slightly better than him. Bless up Jerome, thanks for being here. Yeah, so that's my reason why I would like the goals to come from the senior players then, because I think Jamaica national team is being picked by the public. How much tickets we can truly sell, and anything that riles up the crowd, they will always go that direction. So I don't want no goals coming from no kid that's not playing any football. And then now it's a next situation that we have to force players on the field. I heard people saying that Walter Boy was the best player Jamaica ever had and the most talented player Jamaica ever had. Brother Burton better than Walter Boyd from the first day Messi Burton played on the Jamaica field. And I am saying that publicly, blood. Sensationalism is the biggest thing. What do you, JD? No bully thing, but always dangerous on these teams. Oh, your son, you are the... No, Dirty Harry, but me no say... Dirty Harry, you know, swag one, you know. Dirty Harry. We always look for another fall. We just look for something where we can idealize. So, even Shamar no good, all of a sudden. You get me? Once the next person score a goal. So I wouldn't mind Shamar score so we can pick Shamar or we pick a sensible team. And Liam Bailey finally score so we can pick Liam Bailey. And Damar Gray finally score. I want my professional players them to score so we can actually get them being picked. Alright? Me can see where JD say a fax. Yeah, but Nunes over the years me keep on seeing it. You get me? I heard people saying Walter Boy the greatest thing because him score a goal against Mexico. And nobody never realized, people, can you tell me how much the game finished against Mexico? Just tell me the score line against Mexico, Jamaica, the day when they're bragging about Walter Boy scoring. So what I'm trying to bring to you, Dirty Harry, is the things that what we believe in is not reality. And because sometimes things have to happen so we can keep on force the reality. So I want the best players them to keep on scoring. I want him to come on and do good as well. I have nothing against the kid. But I want the other guys them to score because I don't want the propaganda start saying that just like how Maggie. Oh, you know, like funny. Nobody saying Maggie should start now. But when I say that is absolute bollocks. Nobody not watching this player playing. This is just a conspiracy build up. From one shoulder, a man ask a man to get him a 10, and a man tell him, so this is the 10. So you know, no other 10, so you have to play this 10. So you make sure, say, this is the 110, no other 10 exists. So you have to play. You understand me? I'm not into that. Alright? Walter was good, just did. Neil Golson, he only can say all him good. I know that Burton was better than Walter Boyd, and it was not by accident why one reached further. One was better than one. clearly. What I know about football, one was better than one. And I was always saying that from I'm a kid till now. One was better than one. All right? Yes. One, you can say never fulfilling potential. Why every time when we are talking about Jamaican players, it's always about never fulfill nothing? You get me? So if you don't fulfill the potential, I don't know, you can keep on telling me that. That is just your interpretation. You know? JD, you think and the Maggie talk cooled because of his Reggae Boyz performance or his JPL? It is his JPL. It is his JPL, Jason. Because if they had any other way to sell the Falls up, they would have sold the Falls up. You know? Yeah, but I'm just trying to bring people reality, how long they are doing these things. You get me? Onanilo was better than Boyd as well. I think I like Onanilo as well. He was physical and also technical for a big player, you know, because he was not small, you know. Yeah, but what he brings is what people describe football as in Jamaica, and that was the biggest problem. We never knew what we were looking for, you know. Real talk, JD. We are a hype up nation. More time we don't care about nothing about education and quality and nothing in football. Football have always been a poor people sport, and our poor people in our country are always the ones looking for a false hope. So they never break down anything on an intellectual level and work with it that way. And the only way we're going to change is when we start integrate everybody in our sport. So the rich people kid can become a footballer in Jamaica. That's the time I think Jamaica football infrastructure is going to change. Because now they are going to have an education. There's not going to be anybody trying to sell a player because he don't have no mother or no father and all of those things. That's the only time it's going to change. No, it's just me sell a player because he's not the mother and the father, you know. So we can just take him and exploit him. Whilst if the next man has his mother and father, they have to make sure they put him in the right position, and they are checking other things and doing all of those things. That's when Jamaica football is going to really change. That's why I respect Kingston Academy. What they do stand for. You get me? That what they do stand for, you know, because I need more of those people to be doing that, you know, all for the kids them rather than just a meal ticket, because I've heard it's a $2.8 million to win the JPL. You understand me? So that's why everybody trying to sell players now, because 100,000 becomes ridiculous money now because it's not 2 million. 2 million is like what, almost 10,000, just over 10,000 US dollars, or maybe under, or just over 10,000, I think 10-12,000. So if you sell a player for 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, it's like winning the Premier League 55 times over. And if you qualify for Concacaf, it's like 50 times over again. And nobody doubles in your money. So that's why you have all of these things happening, people. All right? And they are holding our football team as hostage. They talk about the eel back over an hour. I was surprised that Maggie was selected over Ravel. He said someone, yeah man, in Jamaica, football is forgetting. No, but Mr. J, I know that because remember, I was a ghetto youth as well in Jamaica. And I know that this is what we're being sold, that this is the only way out. But sometimes we are not being treated right either. And the reason why we don't know that is because we don't have the people them there to aid us into being treated right. And that's how sometimes it's good for us to get other people that as their mother and fathers. So that means more education dumped in at a younger age for us to help us around. We never had anybody. We're signing contracts. We bring it to our parents and we're happy because it seems like we're going to sign for a big team in England. So it's a hope our parents them sign it on. But when we have other people that doesn't have to sign it, for their kid to turn out to anything, we can gain more education behind that before we jump and sign those contracts. You understand me? Remember, I'm talking for myself as well, you know. And it's worse today. All right. I agree, JD. When I was in high school, is always the kid who aren't doing them schoolwork play D Cup. Yeah, JD. They are not even professional with selling players, moving players to countries and leaving them. Yeah, because it is about the money. Remember, I'm not getting no money here, but I couldn't do a job that I could have made $100,000 on a player. So I am going to jump in this. I have a little money, I have the education, and then I try to exploit as much people because I'm giving them back something that they wouldn't have had as well. But not knowing that if you nurtured them and waited a little bit more, you would have gotten more stability and maybe get 2 to 3 million. You understand me? Yeah. So those are the things that I would love to improve in Jamaica, you know? Yeah, so that means every kid has people there. Like, you need more advisors towards these contracts, you know? The minute a youth in a baller administrators and coaches start making excuse for them and put bad habits in their heads, the prize for the JPL should be way more than that. These are things why our football is not improving. Clubs are spending more than they earned. Well, that's how you get your sponsors and everything. A lot of clubs spend more than they earned by winning the league. Even the Premier League, 120 million to win 135 million you get to win the Premier League. But it's when you get more sponsorships, your income from your stadium, and all of those things. So those are the things that put together to kind of cover certain things. And when you bought the player is not there for 1 year. The player is there for 5 years, and you can sell the player back. So it's you have to make a gamble. So football, you running into football to make money off the top is not always the best thing. It's a thing that you have to work on. Go to school, earn a scholarship, and play football while going to school. If you are good, you will get your chance. That's another way to do it. That is true. Parents also need to do better with their kids. That is true. But a lot of people, it's a lot of people died in Jamaica, man. You don't think those are mothers and fathers, you know? Some teams cook the books like Man City, 115 charges. All right. I was talking something good. I just took the conversation away to you eating and Manchester City. I've never said anything about Arsenal because Real Madrid is there waiting, you know? Yeah. So I never had to talk, you know? You guys are going to be loud. Yeah. So for me, people, I just want the best. I would love a 4-1 win today. And not just a 4-1 win, but a convincing performance and a clear, defined strategy how we're working on things. So not just winning, but show what we are going to have when we're going into other games. Because over the last games, the coach seems like he's always trying to learn things here and there. And, you know, so we are playing those things, those games in free fall. I want to see something else. I kind of like the WNBA, JD. They don't make enough money from the league per se. Yes. Yeah, it's kind of like that way. Yeah, because you have to make sure people don't just run in just to make money only. They have to invest in the people and believe in the sport. Because you have a lot of sports that people just go in just to wash their money pretty much. But if you know that you have a strong chance of losing if you can't convince people, that's where you will kind of pushed off a lot of people of not joining. Real Madrid waiting, question. They will not see Arsenal coming. Arteta in charge. Well, I'm telling you before the game, you're going to learn about strikers. You're going to learn about strikers. You trust this coach, JD? I've listened to him speaking, or spoke on several matters, and I want to say that the first statement out of his mouth when he came here and said he was brought in to get the best players, especially recruiting them, and then they told him that they're going to pick the team. They are going to pick the team together, and they grab him around the corner. And once he came out, it's a different human being. So from that, he has not proven nothing to me. That he is doing things himself, which he never tried to say that he was doing things himself. He literally said he was not doing things himself. But now he said so. I will wait and see if he's going to go back on his word. Because I think if he's not getting his full control and results not going his way, I think he looks like a person that will just say it out. Say it out clearly. You know, because a few times, first time he came in, he said, yeah, Simon recommended told me about these players that played for Jamaica before. So local players exist as well. And then he comes and said the other day, said, Simon, bring the papers them to Simon if you know of any player. You understand me? Then he talks about he said Meran picked the team. So he keeps on, he just tells you as it is. So I think if things not going well within the next 3 games, he's going to be the ones that just drop in pieces and tell you that, bro, it's not my fault, you know. You're right, JD. It's not about winning. We need to start playing well. Yeah, man. Because we talk about Panama. Why Panama won the game is because they were organized and stayed in the same rhythm for the whole time. Once they got the opportunity, they took it, you know. JD, when did you stop trusting the English? The English what? The English the English coach? From the day they called him around the corner. You know, and then when he after that game, he made his statements. I'm saying no. I am going to stay and watch this guy a little bit further because this just look like a cocoa juice conversation. This man comes and tell you that. No, let me tell you exactly when. Them Shire, thanks for being here. Massive respect. Guys, please do it, like, share, and subscribe. When he came out and said the youths and U23s don't want to come and play. When he said that statement, that's the day I said, brother, just cut the bully bollocks, man. You know? Singer right put he said I put my goat mouth on United States. Jesus God. You see it? So anytime I win a conversation, which is like almost every time, what they do, they just change the narrative. Now them say, and me put my goat mouth. So in the United States never finished their chances, and Panama being a good team to take their chances. And it shows that the gap is not so far apart from each other, especially in the top 6, as to what I was saying. The man said that the easiest way to say it's me put my goat mouth, and for persons that don't know what he meant, means like he's saying I put bad luck on them. Yeah, we're still talking about those things in 2025. That's what he said. Yeah, I put bad luck on them. Not them not going out there and got the job done. So he should have just come here and said, JD, you know about football. You know he's a real one. You get it right a lot of times, and we need to start put some respect on you know. Your name, you know. He just spin it. So that man will never give me any respect. So how many matches would you give him if things don't improve? I think he has. Panama plays dirty. Jesus God. Singer right. One thing I know, once you love something, they can't do you anything wrong. Singer right. You are wrong. Your name should change to Singer wrong. Man say Panama play dirty. For me. Let me look at the game. All right. You know the good thing is Gold Cup coming up. So let me see the dates then. All right. So we have listed 2 games. 2 games right here. And then we have British Virgin Islands, the 7th of the 6th. Then we have Guatemala on the 10th. Ooh, he has to be here for the Guatemala game. But if he doesn't win the Guatemala game, people, and he doesn't seem like he's in charge, like he's in control. Because remember, you can still finish second, you know, and go there, you know. Nobody said St. Vincent struggle against Jamaica struggle against St. Vincent. Urquhart, you need to listen. It is a reason why people said that, because you could have a bad team last time, and now they have a better team. So they have a better team now, Urquhart. So that's why things, just like how before Jamaica was getting battered by Mexico and those teams, they are not getting battered anymore because we have a better team now. So it goes for every other individual, because we're all human beings, equal human beings, you know? Yeah. So, I would say Guatemala, he has until Guatemala to convince somebody. Grimmy beat Panama and played USA very close with the team with team has regressed with Algrimson. Nitro ain't even giving it a chance. Singer right said, remember little Dominica make we look simple. That was in Dominica. Singer right, you know you're talking the truth, you know. All right, guys, we have 12 more minutes. Ramp up the comments them so we can get it together. Because I need to make some phone calls. Fawaka, Narden, thanks for being here. Massive respect. Yeah, man. So Suriname, let me just drop Suriname right here because I never had Suriname in it. And guys, I am going to do a marathon tonight. I am going to work on videos from 4 o'clock until 2 o'clock tonight. 2 o'clock tonight. All right? And then I'm off the internet after that. I'm not doing any post-match. I am tired. I am done. You guys get enough of me? After 2 o'clock tonight. Yes, I'm not doing any post-match. So if Jamaica win 55-0, that will have to wait until I do wake up, which is not going to be close to no blood. All right? JD living on YouTube today. It's a lot of. So people, make sure you donate to the channel because I will be working full. You know what? Let me put 5 super chats. We have 12 more minutes, people. Tonight I need 12 super chats in total. Let me put 5 here. Oh, can I do it here? Support. All right, let me put support. So I need 12 super chats. Oh, hold on. I can't see the screen here, people. So that's why I'm. All right. I'm gonna put SP. All right, so 12. So I need 12 super chats between now and 2 o'clock tonight. All right. Singer right said, JD, what if we win by over 5 goals? Would that be yes? After I said over 4-1 is okay for me. Over 4-1 is okay for me. Yes, and a good performance, and the system looks like, yes, the coach says he knows the team, he knows the players he's picking now, and he's in charge. So today is the day he's taking charge of the team. Pretty much that's what he's saying, you know? So after that, yeah. All right, so people, we need 12 super chats in total between now and 2 o'clock tonight, which I'm going to come back on this channel to do Jamaica, and look at Suriname, Trinidad as well, because all of those games going on. And then I'm going to be on Nigeria. After this, I'm going to do Nigeria. All right? Or about super chat for every goal Jamaica. Yeah, that's how I just put it. No, I think more like tonight, the super chat then will come on. Yeah, but I just give people the option. If they do miss that, they can donate now. Yeah. So I'm working full time. Equatorial Guinea, 2-0. Yeah, so Suriname playing tonight. Sean told me that a few of the main players them out, but they're going to be playing Martinique, which I think is a tough one. But the good thing is they're at home. They did draw with Martinique. They did draw with Martinique in Netherlands. Watch that game. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. A good game. Suriname, Martinique, where it is. Where is it? Head-to-head. The last one was 0-0. Suriname Martinique was 1-1 the last time. That's the international friendly that I had. All right. Suriname Martinique again, 1-1. So much time they played? Okay, it is the same. Yeah, it's the same date. It's the same 1-1. All right. Head to head. 0-0, 2-2. So all of the games are draws over the years, but that is from a long time. Both teams have gotten better now. All right. Suriname should have the slight edge going into the home game, but I still believe that it's going to be a tough game. All right. Nigeria playing Rwanda tonight. I'm looking for a 7-0. Rookie Chris says 7-0. Oh my God. All right. 7-0 should be good. I'm hoping that it's 7. Yeah, Nigeria has to win. I'm gonna start it early. I think I'm gonna start around 4. See if I can get someone to fit in for me for a little time, so I can go for the kid, then pick up the kid, come back and continue, finish it off, then take a break, then come back on closer to the Suriname time. Should I do it over here or on the Wemaxit channel? Because what I would have done, I've started from Suriname time. and go straight into Jamaica. Because I think it starts in 12 o'clock my time. It's a very early game. JD, you just as bad, but Jamaica will not beat Vincent by 7 goals. No, I said, the man says 7 goals. So why, I said I would have liked 7 goals. So why I can't say I would have liked 7 goals? We would have said that we have players that can score 7 goals, you know. Like, we have Liam Bailey that can score 2 goals in a night. Damara Gray shows that he can score 2 goals in a night. Boyz shows that he can score 2 goals in a night. Bobby Reed shows that he can score 2 goals in a night. You know, we just never put it together. Ethan Pinnock shows that he can score another. You know, we just never put it together. Dexter Lembekis a proof that he can strike one from a long range. You know, Isaac showed that he can create something. People told me that Maggie can score goals and assist goals. I've never seen it in a Jamaica colours yet, but it is possible, you know. Yeah, so all of those things. So, yeah, one thing, you know, I love about this comment section is like, even when I am saying what I would like to show them that I'm supporting Jamaica, they are saying, no, JD, you should remain professional. Don't even say you want that. Tell me what gonna happen. Just tell me what gonna happen and done. We don't want to hear what you have to say you would have liked. You realize people don't want, so that means they should not hate me when I'm professional, you know, because people only want me to be professional, or they just want to know what should have happened, and that's it. They don't want me, they go to other places to hear that, yeah, I would love 7-0, 25-0. Okay, so I can't say that. Okay, that means you don't want me to be Jamaican then, because you don't want me to give a take. Jamaica, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Point taken, but giving Vincent performances, yes, that is true, that is true. Tyrell says, big up JD, after tonight, I'm making my judgment on this coach. Yeah, but I'm saying, please, if we win by 3 or 4-1, don't just say, you know, look at the performance and truly evaluate it, because the team is better than what the 7-20-0 says. Rain Scorpion in the building. Yo, man, how you doing? What's up? This bigger than Maggie. Case closed. All right, so people, 5 more minutes to go. Drop your takes, you know. We saw revolutionary haters came in the chat. Call us out, you know. Yeah, and when we check them out, them not say nothing different, you know. Yeah, we had nice quality players. People turn up in the chat. We had some good seeing human beings in the chat. Yeah, today was a good one, you know. Every single one of them. Yeah, so. Urquhart, don't tell Chris what to do. Sometimes people know a little bit more than you. All right? Yes. So what you said is not definitive, and what the coach says is not definitive, because it's not him looking for the players them. All right? In your own statement, it's not him doing it. So how can it be conclusive coming from you when it's not conclusive coming from him? You can't. People should have standards. It's called Urquhart. It's called standard. Worldwide, it's a normal thing. White has to cause a divide in Jamaica when we have to try to have standard, the same standard what people saw people having. If the man asks a question, I don't believe in the coach. He has done nothing what I should believe in. I have to wait and see. Why I should just believe in him. We're not winning nothing with Mirren Garden around the team. All right, that's coming from Lamar. All right, so people. Urquhart, you can have your point, but don't bully others to have their point. All right? Yes, don't bully others to have their point. And that's all I would say. Don't bully others to have their point. All right? This is not a, what do you call it? This is not a, this is, what's that word again, man? Damn, I forgot. This is not a cult. People think all they want to think. All right? Yes. I know on YouTube you have a lot of cults. They usually said we have a cult, but we realize it's the people that says we have a cult that they are the ones that have a cult. All right? It doesn't matter. St. Vincent, we have way more quality players. Okay, rookies. What that says 7. All right, rookie. We have no problem. I'm hoping that we get the 7. Yes. So the cult, Urquhart, mind you join one of those WhatsApp cult. Trickle down into the YouTube cults. All right. Yes. People that's not in the WhatsApp cults and the YouTube cults still know more than you. Just the same. All right. Yes. So if Chris talking, let him talk. My mind was made up. And this decision taken from the coach first press conference. No, Pastor, we got to give you respect. You had called out something that we saw after, you know, and that's why I have to beat Jason, you know, and make the cocoa juice take him over at that time, you know, even though him come back and say, yeah, he was wrong, you know, yeah, but he wanted to beat you because the cocoa juice cult wanted to take him over, you know. Yeah. Know yourself, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Yeah, man. Oh, God. Is this team... let me put my team up, people. This is the team that I have for Jamaica later. This is the one. And I'm saying that I can get a 3-1, 4-1 win, you know. People said I should not say that because we don't win games, so I know 3-4 goals, you know. But I'm just... thinking that Liam Bailey is going to bust the net tonight, you know. Damara Gray normally scores, and Boyz normally scores, and Bobby Reed normally assists, you know. And we have 2 deeper line midfielder holding the line. After the second presser, I changed my mind about the... Yeah, I think this is the fastest people change their mind on a coach that haven't played a game. Yeah, by the second one. Yeah, that's true. Well, people, what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump off because I said I'm doing 2 hours. We have reached the 2-hour mark. I'm going to jump off and then later I will be back to do Jamaica and all the other games. I'm going to run everything in one. More likely, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do it over here. Yeah. Panama last night had a system. That's what I'm looking for from Jamaica. Yes. All right. So, people, take care of yourself. And if you want to join me talking about Nigeria, you can. All right. I will try to get some connection so I can get someone to sit in for me in the time that I am busy. All right. So, take care and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.